Hi, my name is Amy, and I'm going to talk a little bit about my rhetorical analysis in environmental discourse surrounding climate change. So these are the titles of the 3 academic articles that I chose. They focused on climate change and its solutions mainly through communication and education. The authors of these articles are representative of the environmental studies discourse, especially around the topic of climate change, and there are a lot of rhetorical strategies utilized in these types of articles. The first one I'm going to discuss is the organization and formatting used. A similarity between the 3 articles I'm analyzing are they all include an abstract, listing of keywords, sections labeled clearly, and many visualizations. This is an example of the type of graphs and tables often used to convey their research findings they discuss in their articles. The purpose of this very scientific and scholarly organization is to show their lack of bias and emphasize the evidence they use to support their claims and reasoning. Another main rhetorical strategy utilized is the diction, tone, and style. There are many examples of their similar and thoughtful word choice that has significance in their arguments. The most obvious example is their word choice of climate change rather than global warming. Global warming has always had a sort of negative connotation, and many have treated it as incorrect and fake. Using the term climate change is a more accurate portrayal of the phenomenon and shows their almost belief of the concept. They also choose words that positively portray sustainability as something to be achieved, and their scientific articles prove this is the way they feel about protecting the environment and doing something about climate change. Examples of this are the choice of words and sentences like sustainable attitudes, promoting change by improving social, economic, and environmental opportunities, and when learners are empowered with knowledge, critical reflection tools, and media literacy, they are better prepared to act and make changes for themselves and others around the world. Their diction also promotes the idea that the information they are trying to convey is fact and something to be considered as important research. Use of words like an empirically based understanding and drawing from qualitative and quantitative data form an authoritative voice to their claims. Another similarity among sustainability and climate change focused articles are their reliance on logos. Their claims are all based in scientific research, models, studies, experiments, and statistics. These purposefully objective and analytical approaches convince the reader through their appeal to logic. It makes sense to believe information based on unbiased and clear research results. Appeals to pathos are also logically examined by the articles. An example is the excerpt. Risks from climate change may be perceived as higher if they threaten something that is of great importance to an individual, implying that people's values and norms greatly influence how they perceive risks from climate change. The article also mentions how people's perceived risk changes because of their emotional response to an issue. They acknowledge the effectiveness of this appeal to pathos when studies about these issues are performed. Trusting climate science is also said to play a role in accepting climate change and making personal adaptations because of it. One article describes this use of ethos in the excerpt. Trust in science and science-based communication depends on how individuals perceive scientists' knowledge, expertise, honesty, and transparency. Overall, these articles, among others related to sustainability and climate change communication, prove that they are all meant to make an impact, even when read by others of the field. This is done using rhetorical strategies such as diction, organization, and logos. The purpose is to clearly and objectively convey scientific studies and experiments to the point of proving how climate change communication can change the state of the planet. Thank you.